Nocturia and harmful effects of nocturia. Are you tired of waking up night after night, stumbling to the bathroom, only to feel drained and cranky by morning? If you're over 60, you might think this is just part of getting older. But here's the eye-opener. It doesn't have to be. We've learned that nearly 8 out of 10 people your age deal with nocturia. That's the medical term for those pesky nighttime bathroom trips. And it's doing more harm than you might realize. It's not just about losing sleep, it's about losing your energy, your focus, and even your spark for life. Those constant interruptions can raise your risk of falls, heart issues, memory fog, and even feeling down in the dumps. Picture this: waking up refreshed, ready to enjoy your morning coffee or a walk with loved ones, without that groggy haze. The best part? You don't need fancy pills or procedures. We're here to share 5 everyday habits you might not even notice that are keeping you up at night, and simple, practical fixes to help you sleep soundly again. Drop a comment below and tell us how many times you're getting up at night. Let's work together to get your rest back. Habit 1. Drinking liquids too close to bedtime and how to fix it. All right, let's dive into the first big reason you might be waking up to pee at night. And trust us, this one's a game changer. If you're sipping water, tea, or even enjoying a bowl of soup right before bed, you're setting yourself up for those midnight bathroom runs. We get it, staying hydrated is important, and that evening chamomile tea or juicy slice of watermelon feels like a healthy choice. But here's the deal. When you take in liquids in the 3 hours before bedtime, your kidneys don't get the memo to slow down. They keep churning out urine while you're trying to catch some Z's, filling up your bladder and waking you up when you should be dreaming. It's like asking your body to run a marathon while you're trying to rest. Here's the science made simple. Your body has a hormone called vasopressin that kicks in at night to tell your kidneys, hey, ease up on the urine production so we can sleep. But when you're drinking water, tea, or even eating watery foods like soups or fruits close to bedtime, you're overloading your system. Your kidneys stay in overdrive, and that means more trips to the bathroom. And it's not just water. Those cups of tea, coffee, or even that sneaky bowl of pho or broth at dinner can add up. Many folks don't realize that fruits like watermelon or oranges are packed with water, acting like a hidden liquid bomb for your bladder. So what's the fix? It's super straightforward. Set a liquid curfew 3 hours before you hit the hay. If you usually go to bed at 10 p.m., make 7 p.m. your cutoff for drinking or eating anything with lots of liquid. That means no water, no tea, no coffee, no soups, and no juicy fruits like melons or citrus after that time. Keep a tiny glass of water by your bed for emergencies, like if you need to take meds, but try not to sip it unless you really have to. This gives your kidneys a chance to wind down and lets that vasopressin hormone do its job, keeping your bladder calmer through the night. Let's talk about someone like you who did this work. Meet Margaret, a 72-year-old grandma from Phoenix. She used to wake up 4 or 5 times a night to pee, leaving her exhausted and dreading bedtime. She thought cutting back on water was enough, but she was still having her evening chamomile tea and a bowl of veggie soup at dinner. Once she learned those were part of the problem, she set a 6 p.m. liquid curfew. No tea, no soup, no watery fruits after that. Within 2 weeks, she was down to just 1 bathroom trip a night, and she told us, "I feel like I got my life back. I'm sleeping better, and I've got energy to keep up with my grandkids." Now, we know what you're thinking. What if I'm thirsty? Or, what if I have diabetes or meds that make me parched? Totally fair. If you've got medical, like diabetes, or take meds that make you thirsty, talk to your doctor about spreading out your water intake earlier in the day. For most folks, though, shifting your drinking to the morning and afternoon works wonders. Try keeping a water bottle handy during the day to stay hydrated without overloading your system at night. It's a small tweak with big results: less waking up, deeper sleep, and more energy for the things you love, like morning walks or catching up with friends. Want to give it a shot? Tell us in the comments if you're ready to try this liquid curfew, and we'll cheer you on. Habit 2. Eat dinner late and consume diuretic foods. Okay, let's talk about another sneaky habit that's probably sending you to the bathroom at night. Eating dinner too late or munching on foods that makes your body pump out more urine while you're trying to sleep. If you're over 50, you might love your evening bowl of pho, a fresh salad with tomatoes, or a cup of green tea to wind down. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the catch. Those choices could be the reason you're up at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and beyond. We're going to break this down for you and share a simple fix that can help you sleep through the night without those annoying interruptions. Here's what's happening in your body. When you eat dinner close to bedtime, drunk after 7 p.m., your digestive system is still working hard while you're trying to rest. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to process a meal, and if you're lying down, digestion slows, keeping certain foods in your system longer. Some foods, like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, watermelon, green tea, or even coffee, act like natural diuretics. That means they tell your kidneys to make more urine, fill up your bladder right when you want to be in dreamland. Even healthy stuff can work against you. For example, that refreshing cucumber salad or soothing cup of tea might seem like a great way to end the day, but they're secretly programming your bladder to wake you up. And it's not just about what you eat, it's when you eat. Eating late, especially salty foods like processed snacks or restaurant meals, makes your body hold on to water during the day and then release it at night. That's why you're bolting out of bed feeling like your bladder's about to burst. The good news? You can fix this with a few easy tweaks that won't feel like a chore. So what's the plan? First, aim to have dinner at least 4 hours before bedtime. If you hit the sack at 10 p.m., try to wrap up dinner by 6 or 6:30 p.m. This gives your body enough time to process your meal before you sleep. Second, watch out for those diuretic foods after mid-afternoon. Think of them as bladder enemies after 4 p.m. Skip things like tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, asparagus, watermelon, coffee, green tea, or even herbs like parsley. Instead, go for sleep-friendly foods like lean meats, rice, sweet potatoes, bananas, or veggies like broccoli or carrots. These won't rev up your kidneys at night. If you're craving a snack, try a small handful of nuts or a banana. Tasty and bladder-safe. Let's look at someone who turned this around. Robert, a 68-year-old retiree from Tampa, used to eat dinner at 8:30 p.m., complete with a fresh tomato salad and a glass of green tea. He was waking up 3 times a night, feeling like a zombie by morning. We suggested he move dinner to 6 p.m. and swap out those diuretic foods for rice and grilled chicken. In just 10 days, he was down to 1 bathroom trip a night. And after 3 weeks, he was sleeping 6 hours straight some nights. He told us, "I thought late dinners were my thing, but now I'm sleeping like a kid again. And my wife can't believe how much energy I have." Now, we know life gets busy. If you work late or have a schedule that makes early meals tough, plan a lighter meal, like a small bowl of rice with veggies, and save the heaviest stuff for earlier in the day. If you're on meds that need food, check with your doctor about timing them earlier. This simple shift can do wonders, not just for your bladder, but for your digestion and energy levels too. Want to try it? Drop a comment and tell us what your dinner routine looks like. We're here to help you make it work. Habit 3. Preventive. Urination before bed and how to fix it. Let's talk about a habit that sounds like a smart move, but might be secretly messing with your sleep. Going to the bathroom just in case before bed, even when you don't really feel the urge. If you're over 50, you might think this is a clever way to avoid nighttime trips. But here's the surprising truth. It's actually training your bladder to act up when it doesn't need to. We've all been there. You're about to crawl into bed and you think, better hit the bathroom one more time to be safe. But this little routine could be why you're waking up at 1 a.m. feeling like you've got to go again, even if your bladder's barely full. Let's break it down and show you how to fix this for better sleep. Here's what's going on in your body. Your bladder is like a stretchy muscle that learns from what you do. Normally, it can hold about a cup or two of urine, think 300 to 500 milliliters, before it sends a time to go signal to your brain. But if you keep emptying it, just because you're heading to bed, you're teaching it to send that signal way too early when it's holding much less, like half a cup. Over time, this makes your bladder less stretchy, so it feels full, even when it's not, waking you up with that urgent feeling in the middle of the night. It's like training your stomach to expect a snack every hour. You're creating a cycle that's hard to break. The good news? You can retrain your bladder to hold more and give you peaceful nights. The trick is to only go to the bathroom before bed if you truly feel the need. Like that clear, "I've got to go" urge. If you're just going out of habit, try skipping it. If you're worried about needing to go later, distract yourself for 15 to 20 minutes with something relaxing, like reading a book or listening to soft music. Most times you'll realize you didn't actually need to go, it was just your brain playing tricks. This helps your bladder stretch back to its normal capacity, so it doesn't bug you at night. Take Dorothy, a 74-year-old from Seattle, as an example. She had a bedtime ritual of hitting the bathroom just in case. Even when she didn't feel the urge, she'd wake up 2 hours later, convinced her bladder was full, only to pass a tiny amount. It was exhausting and she felt trapped by her own routine. We suggested she only go when she really needed to, and try waiting a bit if the urge wasn't strong. At first, it felt strange, but within a couple of weeks, Dorothy was sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight. She told us, "I thought I was being smart, but I was making things worse. Now I trust my body and I'm sleeping like I haven't in years." Now, we know this might feel tricky if you've got a condition like incontinence or take meds that make you pee more, like diuretics. If that's you, talk to your doctor about a bladder retraining plan that's safe for your situation. For folks with mobility issues, keep a small, portable urinal by the bed for real emergencies, but don't use it just because you're worried. This simple change can make a huge difference. Not only will you wake up less, but you'll feel more in control and less anxious about your bladder. Plus, better sleep means more energy for the things you love, like gardening or catching up with friends over coffee. Ready to give it a try? Let us know in the comments if you've got a just-in-case habit, and we'll root for you as you break it. Habit 4. Improper sleeping position and pillow. All right, let's dive into another habit that might be quietly disrupting your sleep. The way you're sleeping and the pillows you're using. If you're over 50, you might not think twice about curling up on your stomach or propping your head on that old lumpy pillow, but here's the surprising part. This could be why you're waking up to pee at night. We know it sounds odd, but the way you position your body in bed can put extra pressure on your bladder or mess with your circulation, making those nighttime bathroom trips more frequent. Stick with us, because we're going to explain why this happens and share an easy fix to help you sleep better. Here's the simple science behind it. Your bladder sits in your pelvis, and when you sleep on your stomach or in a scrunched-up position, you're pressing on it, making it feel fuller than it actually is. It's like squeezing a water balloon. It doesn't take much to make it want to burst. On top of that, bad sleeping positions can slow down blood flow, especially in your legs. During the day, fluid can build up in your lower body, and when you lie down, that fluid gets redistributed, telling your kidneys to make more urine right when you're trying to rest. The wrong pillow setup doesn't help either. If your neck or spine isn't aligned, it can mess with circulation even more, adding to the problem. So, how do you fix this? It's easier than you think. Switch to sleeping on your side, ideally your left side, and use pillows to keep your body in a comfortable, natural position. Place a medium firm pillow between your knees to keep your hips and spine aligned. It's like giving your body a little hug that keeps everything in place. For your head, use a pillow that's not too high or too low so your neck stays straight, like you're standing up. This setup takes pressure off your bladder and helps your blood flow smoothly, so your kidneys aren't working overtime at night. Studies show this simple change can cut nighttime bathroom trips by up to 40%. Pretty amazing for just tweaking how you sleep. Take Frank, a 71-year-old retiree from Denver, as an example. He'd always slept on his stomach, thinking it was comfy, but he was waking up 3 times a night to pee. He was so frustrated, he was ready to see a doctor about his prostate. We suggested he try sleeping on his left side with a pillow between his knees. At first, it felt weird. He'd been a stomach sleeper for decades, but he stuck with it. Within 2 weeks, he was down to 1 or 2 bathroom trips, and after a month, some nights he slept straight through. Frank told us, "I never thought how I slept could make such a difference. My back feels better, and I'm waking up with more energy for my morning walks." Now we get it, changing how you sleep isn't always easy, especially if you've got joint pain or arthritis. If side sleeping feels tough, start by leaning slightly to one side and use extra pillows for support until it feels natural. If you can't afford fancy ergonomic pillows, a rolled-up towel between your knees works just as well. For those with sleep apnea or heavy snoring, avoid sleeping on your back, as it can make things worse. If you're unsure what's best for your health, check with your doctor to tailor this to your needs. This small tweak can do wonders, not just for your bladder but for your back, breathing, and overall energy. Ready to try a new sleeping position? Let us know in the comments what position you usually sleep in. We're here to cheer you on. Habit 5. Room temperature and sleeping attire are not optimal. Now, let's talk about something you might not think affects your nighttime bathroom trips: the temperature of your bedroom and the clothes you wear to sleep. If you're over 50, you might love a cozy, warm room or those thick flannel pajamas, especially on chilly nights. But here's the kicker: sleeping in a room that's too warm or wearing heavy, non-breathable clothes could be making your bladder work overtime, sending you to the bathroom when you should be snoozing. It sounds surprising, but we're going to break it down and share a simple fix that can help you sleep like a baby. Here's the deal, explained simply. Your body has a natural rhythm at night where it cools down a bit, about 1 or 2 degrees, to help you sleep deeply. This cooling signals a hormone called vasopressin to kick in, telling your kidneys to slow down urine production so you don't have to pee as much. But if your room is too warm, say above 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or you're wrapped in heavy pajamas that trap heat, your body can't cool down properly. This messes with vasopressin, so your kidneys keep making urine, filling your bladder when you're trying to rest. Plus, too much heat can make your blood vessels relax, pushing extra fluid to your kidneys at the worst time. It's like your body's stuck in daytime mode when it should be in sleep mode. So, how do you fix this? It's easier than you might think. Keep your bedroom cool. Ideally, between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, and wear light, breathable clothes to bed. Think cotton or linen pajamas, something loose that lets your skin breathe. Swap out heavy blankets for lighter sheets made of natural materials like cotton that don't trap heat. If you live in a hot place like Vietnam, a fan or slightly open window can work wonders to keep the air moving. This setup helps your body cool down naturally, letting vasopressin do its job and keeping your bladder calm through the night. Research shows this simple change can cut nighttime bathroom trips by up to 50%. Pretty impressive for just tweaking your room and PJs. Take Eleanor, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Miami, as an example. She loved sleeping in a warm room with thick flannel pajamas, even in the Florida heat, thinking it was cozy. But she was waking up 4 or 5 times a night, sweaty and needing to pee. We suggested she try a small fan to keep her room at 18 degrees Celsius, and switched to light cotton pajamas. It felt like a big change at first, but within a week, she was down to 2 bathroom trips, and after 3 weeks, some nights she slept straight through. She told us, "I had no idea my warm room was the problem. Now I sleep so much better, and I wake up feeling fresh for my morning coffee with friends." We know not everyone can afford air conditioning, especially if you're on a fixed income. If that's you, a cheap fan or opening a window, if it's safe, can make a big difference. If you feel cold easily, use light layers you can peel off instead of heavy pajamas. If you're on meds that affect how your body handles temperature, like some blood pressure pills, talk to your doctor about what's safe for you. This tweak doesn't just help your bladder. It can improve your sleep quality, cut down on night sweats, and leave you with more energy for the day, whether it's gardening or catching up with family. Ready to cool things down? Tell us in the comments what your bedroom setup is like. We're here to help you make it work. Conclusion and inspirational message. Imagine waking up after a full night's sleep, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle your day, whether it's enjoying a morning coffee with friends or playing with your grandkids. That's the power of kicking those 5 pesky habits we've shared. You don't need fancy pills or doctor visits. These simple tweaks, like cutting late-night drinks, eating earlier, and cooling your room, can transform your nights. Nocturia doesn't have to steal your rest or energy. By making these changes, you're taking charge of your health, proving it's never too late to feel your best. Start tonight and see how much better you feel. Want more tips to live healthier and sleep better? Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Drop a comment below to share how many times you're waking up at night or which tip you'll try first. We're here to root for you and help you sleep like a champ.